question of the seventh petitioner. I urge you to agree with me, and thank you.
I don't hold somebody for 2 years, a year. That's the reason as to why, 2010, the Constitution of Kenya made it very clear that if anybody's held means of a charge sheet or a miscellaneous application for custodial days. Yes. If it extends to look for violations of my good brother, Owiti has put it very clearly, moves to investigations. My Lord, number 2, look at the constellation of the officers before you, starting from the Inspector General of Police. That deals with intelligence becomes a subject matter on abductions. My Lord, I urge you to look at the scope, show that the DCI has a person who has not, that it is not released from police custody. None or anybody has produced evidence that they were released from a police station. They are here. In this, we are in the dark, my Lord. We urge there to be a concern for every Kenyan. Not only the police. Is that somebody missing, already dead? Is that somebody missing in the hands of government agencies? That will take time. And that's why I agree with my brother, Mr. Nyamodi, that 14 days will be sufficient to bring to you a status report that the court can make a decision on.
Yes, my Lord. Your Lordship, of the 7th rescue. Perhaps I have listened and Lord, everybody seated at this bar, undermining the authority of this court and the orders that you issue. And perhaps for 2 days. Compliance with order number 3. That is the appearance of the inspector. Bearing in mind that, my lords, there are ex parte orders that have been issued by this honorable court. And for example, a petition of order number 3, that if the court maintains that it is Mr. Nyamodi is asking for, we hear the notice of motion application. So that, and my lord, bearing in mind that the enforcement of rights is under Article 25 of the 7th respondent, and we have filed a reply to that application, my lord. If you allow, can pass that application, so that you are going to renew a ruling, because this is a court of record. So that within the requisite number of days we give findings based on the aspects that will be responded to. Therefore, to me, to my mind, I believe, without to underscore the importance of the matter before you, we still have the other miscellaneous application number. Yes. Where if, for example, orders of the respondent to look at the material that have been placed before and make an informed decision as either to the continuous appearance of, and I say that, my lord, with tremendous respect, because under Article 245 of the Constitution, by the first interested party, the second interested party, in terms of enforce this appeal, the Inspector General of Police by the affidavit that have been filed, that yes, they are what I foresee. Is that given the, especially the, if at all What is alleged that the state actors are holding this person, the first respondent, section 6 of, and the dispute ultimately will come to the judiciary for determination. My plea, my lord, we hear their notice of motion application quickly.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Before I answer to the question of time, it's people, their rights, freedom, property, and national interests. So, my lord, I would request that when you talk about the application for the release of this raid, that article to the end, and also look at Article 2. Who are listed there? So the application by the is calling up the duty bearers to perform their functions. And so the internal threat police who are listed as the security organs, the NIS, and even military ends the way the I've not had a law for me is Article 23. Where applications for enforcement of rights, what the court doesn't given the power to, the power the court has been given
Yes.
under Article 23. The other thing is the power the court is first of all, it will be a bit difficult to say that it's another problem. That these people don't deserve any time. it's not acceptable that the number 7 should a day when it's not known where he is, and people are asking for time to investigate when 2024. Because one of the people was abducted after leaving my office. I went and made a report about Quebec. Petitioner is not here. And the Inspector General of Police comes in person. Law enforcement. And then if you tell us why he cannot deal with that internal threat, that he earns a salary.
So that you can proceed effectively.
Thank you. So very brief. So one more time, it's a simple question.
And then the speaker to
so that we close this side. Now we associate to Mr. for a minimum of 14 days. For practical and procedural reasons. The first response to investigate and at least have a progress report on that position that you see only one day. Secondly, my Lord, we would like to for procedural propriety flows from order number 1. Order number 1 presupposes it has now been established established, and my Lord cannot ignore this fact that indeed
They just say the days you can give a very brief 30-second justification. Accordance with the court's order, they were held more days. The request to come back 14 days later is to every second in custody is an additional segment. It's a continuing violation of the right to be brought before a court of law by the court of these Kenyans. Thank you, my lord. Thank you. Mr. Kamau?
Just 1 minute. When the IG would be appearing. That is what the court angles. There have been no offer, none at all. Well, what we'd like to do is first to agree with the
Karua?
Thank you, my lord. I agree. Order to appear before you must appear. And I argue that they don't need more time. And the 7th petitioner needs also to be set at liberty.
It's not only a question of time, but the directions you gave earlier that will be sufficient. The report documents that look like registration certificates. They do not look like documents that are And lastly, Your Lordship, perhaps the director then we should appear equally in person.
Chief Officer, my name is Mbani.
Yes.
On the issue of, we suggest one day I agree with my seniors for reasons being Article 25. We adjourn, the longer he's in jeopardy. And that is a direct infringement on his right in terms of delegation of the detailed in terms of the victims. So Your Honor will be paying for 1 day
stamped its authority, perhaps a move that led to his reproduction. No, my lord, my on the 6th day of January 2025, sorry, when my client was presented at 2 p.m. at Ngong Police Station. For that reason, I wish to fully associate myself with the submissions made by my seniors at the bar. Still cries out loud for the court to help the reproduction or the production of the 7th petition.
Madam, may I just 30 seconds running on Friday for two simple reasons. The statements and the respondents have admitted that they have been on with the investigations. So there is no need for keeping the email. My lord, That is a right that cannot be limited in any manner whatsoever.
If I may.
Yes.
I have not spoken to the interested party.
Yes.
I think we associate ourselves fully with this.
Not obscure. The central question before the Apex Court was whether if you apply for habeas corpus, you cannot thereafter apply mystic, but in computation. The second to sixth petitioner applicant. I understand that we're all eager for an expedited process. I've heard persons say that think court statements this week, and Council Jiru mentioned supplementary affidavits. That's the other concern. This court must give sufficient time for the petitioner persons to much time. It cannot be that because the second to why the IG is important. I believe it was Council, I think it was Jiru last time. The second and third respondents have done. But also it has nothing more important, Mr. Mimo. Than dealing with what is perhaps the you will need to draft supplementary for the country, but to assist the third respondent to coalesce The rooms. Also discuss
Yeah, proposing 7 days.
and second interested parties at a bare minimum, and perhaps other interested parties would also want to, and first interested parties, and perhaps the fifth and eighth interested party. Is that in order?
With regards to the current
Make those directions on joinder in chambers after this. I made but there will be a contact person.
My Lord, the mere and my Lord, I will renew the request. Yes.
So the earliest we'll be able to come back is 23 days.
Yes, sir. If that is the amount of time they believe they need, then we let them be entitled to that. And we ask
Close of business 15. The other 7 days will then take us to the 22nd. Propose the dates. Councilman?
If your lordship it's convenient.
So my Friday 24th is full. Physical or virtual?
Physical.
Physical. The earlier we start, the better. From 9:30, I will give you a media could then give mentioned before me on 24th, but I strongly suggest that you don't create a situation. And if on that
just to the court to bear in mind that should it be convinced to admit or
I will not comment on the application.
Well,
yes.
will we be heard